how we can enjoy a proper draft. First ban will be going to the master drafter, Puppy himself.
Yeah, they better hurry up, though. Only 1 minute of reserve time, so there's no time for messing around with bans.
Okay, he doesn't waste a second. Takes it to the limit. Classic Puppy, a min-maxer. Bans out CK, though. First. Was there a note about CK that I missed? I don't want to sound too out of the loop here, bud, but
there's a couple CK players that pop around. I mean, the one that always comes to mind to me first is Illidan in terms of CIS, but we also have like Hector has been playing it. I think HFN might have pulled out a game recently too, but he started to pop off a little bit in NA and SA. That was a couple weeks ago, but now I don't know. Maybe VP.Prodigy's been playing it. I don't see it on any of their most recent stuff, but we'll see.
I'm sure Puppy's got a plan. He bans out the Drow Ranger now. Another one that I'm curious.
Draft strats. I mean, draft strats are fine. Might just be like heroes they're used to watching these guys in pubs because these guys have not been spamming a whole lot of games lately.
That's fair. Just going off of pub data. Wisp banned out. And Magnus taken out. What's happened to poor Chen? Chen Enchantress are two jungler lane dominator, uniquely positioned heroes now not getting so much love, eh?
They definitely feel like specialist teams are still very strong with them. So I would not be surprised if Secret wanted to pull out one of them. Maybe it's just that like other fives are stronger.
Okay.
They're also kind of strat based too. That might be part of it, right? Like you kind of want a certain tempo when you pick, especially Chen. Ench is definitely more flexible. Ench, like you see a single hero that Dispel is good versus, and Ench is a completely fine 5.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I think having the slow, great utility in lane, she still dominates early. Seems like the hero scales decently well. But Puppy goes the opposite way. He takes Spirit Breaker. Probably your 4 or 5. Haven't seen Spirit Breaker a whole lot. Played him a week or two ago, and he felt just okay. Kind of classic Spirit Breaker. I wouldn't say he's overtuned by any stretch.
Yeah,
we've gone through those phases where we've seen Spirit Breaker just dominate and hit a little too hard, and that's not him right now.
Yeah, despite the nerfs to Surge, or at least the changes, I guess. I mean, they're mostly nerfs. It is still a decent combo with the Spirit Breaker too, so that could be something that comes out here. As we get a ranged, I'm guessing this will probably wind up being for Nisha, even though like we're mostly seeing 4 Wind Rangers. I almost feel like it's more likely that it's going to be a mid one for Team Secret, but of course they'll have the flexibility. And then we get a classic combo here of the double bubble right away for VP.Prodigy.
Yep, Phoenix Void. I guess Wind Ranger can be okay against Void. You've got Shackle if you're not caught inside of the chrono. You've got a counterplay. I always think of Earthshaker against Void. The long range fissure, try to break things up. Also something we know Yapzor likes to play quite a bit. But great team fight for VP.Prodigy, no doubt. Love that Invoker ban. Another classic combo. Sunstrike into the Chronosphere. Now that Exort Invoker is somewhat viable some of the time, Trent.
Yeah.
And also the Quas Wex is really good with Phoenix. Protect the egg
it's just a mid setup team fighter, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think Beastmaster and Venge are 2 really strong heroes for Team Secret right now. Venge is really good versus the Chrono as well as the egg with helping with the range, and then the attack speed of the Beastmaster versus the Phoenix is always a classic. I feel like that would be my 2 bans here.
Yeah, I like that. Last series, I saw Fogged in chat actually saying Lesh could have been good in that Game 2 draft specifically. Yeah, and
that would be nice.
Also just some nice synergy here. Again, AoE damage around the egg, big time magic damage to put into the Chrono. Cool ban from Secret.
Yeah, a bit unusual. I mean, the hero is, as you said, like it's getting a little bit more popular considering he was basically just like gone. I even saw some offlane from Whisper recently, which is pretty neat, as well as position 4 being picked up too. So the Disco Deer is making a slight comeback.
And there's that Clockwork ban.
Yeah, have the Spirit
knows
Breaker
the power
yourself.
of this hero. Yeah. And Clog's pretty annoying against Wind Ranger. Cog's pretty good against Wind Run, generally speaking. Lone Druid and Nature's Prophet, two mega annoying heroes banned out by VP.Prodigy. And they've also been pretty good about not diving into their reserve time either. VP.Prodigy do have last pick in this draft, and still plenty of reserve time to utilize later on, though they dip in there to ban out the Alchemist.
Going for some of the, and then they grab that Dispel versus the Wind Ranger too. I was just about to say the same thing.
There it is.
I think that's the play, is like taking the Ench there, because it's also pretty annoying for Spirit Breaker once you have the Untouchable too.
Mm-hmm. And the creeps can be annoying. You know, like the Dark Troll Summoner, net, very annoying against Spirit Breaker.
Yeah. You know, it would have been a really sick Lich game too. I'm a little disappointed they didn't Lich. The only downside would be no Dispel, but you have Void. You have the Gaze versus Spirit Breaker, which is actually kind of useful.
Thought for Secret, the Dark Seer is still in, and that pairs really well with the Spirit Breaker. Ion Shell Surge. Oh, yeah,
so I got the Dispel. Yeah.
Okay,
I think that's why it was more valuable than the Lich. Just having that.
Thought a step behind instead of a step ahead. Big brain Enchantress pick. Also denies the potential Darkseer pick, man. Well done by VP.Prodigy.
They got those big brains coming out here. So
Slardar instead. Okay. So that's your three, I'd imagine.
Probably for Zai, but we've also seen this hero go mid a fair amount. I mean, it could still be Zai, depending on who the hero is mid.
Okay.
Just because of that matchup. Obviously, very good in the 1v1s. I think you should always be thinking about that when you see the Slardar on the enemy team. Like, I wouldn't take Doom, for example, as VP.Prodigy now and be like, all right, let's put this mid. You know?
Yeah. No, you're totally right. The Bash of the Deep is so good against those melee low armor heroes. It's ridiculous. So, even before level 6.
Mars is still in.
Is there such a thing as too much bubble? Chrono, Arena, and Egg?
I don't know. Not really. I guess.
Yeah, I guess not.
Is it that huge of a problem?
Would it be crazy for VP.Prodigy to Darkseer? Give a little extra damage to the Void.
It doesn't pair very well with Phoenix, would be my only thought. And then you don't know who the lane setup is either. They could like pick any safe laner that's good versus like Ion Shell spam.
Yeah. Okay, well, maybe you save the Darkseer pick, but I feel you. Yeah.
I think they have to pick their 3 here, though. That would be my only thought. It's just like too strong at this point in the draft. I mean, diving in brawlers. What is this lane setup though? Is this like a 5? I wonder if they will just straight up take Mars. Okay,
so they go for
don't
the combo.
overthink it. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I like that a lot. I guess this takes pressure off the Void. So in some ways, this is really cool now, where you can use your Mars Phoenix combo to initiate the way you'd normally like with Arena, and then that gives Void a little bit of leeway to save it, and uses Chrono more to like counter initiate once the other team has jumped in and reacted to the Arena.
This kind of looks like the lineups that Secret used to play like Storm and Monkey King with, where they have this Wind Ranger, Slardar, Spirit Breaker, like lots of vision from Power Shot, vision from the Corrosive Haze, vision from Charge, right? It's all about like chasing down and finishing kills. But the problem is that you still have the Dispel from the Enchantress. So that makes that a tougher pick. I was actually going to point out the Morphling if they picked Darkseer, because I feel like Morphling was just like way too strong at that point, because you can just like sit under the tower with the Ion Shell. But even with the Mars there, they still like it completely fine. It's a classic, right? It's first phase bannable versus Secret. I still accept that as a viable strategy when you're playing versus them.
Yeah, totally. Screams confidence, and like you said, they know this hero so well, and that's a big part of it. We've seen the breadth of strategies you can play with the Morphling, where you buy like an early drum, you fight early, and the Morphling gets really active, almost like we saw Miracle play that PA earlier. And we've seen the opposite, where it's just, all right, Morphling free farms, gets these big items, then takes over like a traditional carry. So a lot of ways they can slice it.
Yeah, they still have the Corrosive Haze for the Wind Ranger too, so this can still be core Wind Ranger, theoretically, if they just want to put that mid. Or it could be a 4 Wind Ranger to play with the Slardar, because that's a great lane, and Puppy can take the 5 Spirit Breaker. And then I guess it's most likely, I mean, it could be a Matu and a Nisha Morphling, of course. We know they're both very capable of playing it, even if it is like the Nisha signature hero. We can't necessarily guarantee it's going to be for him. But it probably is, you know, if we're just guessing here, guys.
Some of the scary mids getting banned out, though. Storm, TA, and Kunkka. See what VPP ban out last. And it will go to Secret for the first 5th pick.
What's a quality Matu hero? They could Bloodseeker maybe. I mean, he was just playing in his pub, which they won. Is Void Spirit still in? He is as well. I don't know. They have tons of options. They can just go for like a super aggressive hero, like a Bloodseeker or something, and just like let the more farm, or they can maybe try and get some tower push would be kind of nice.
It's a little bit hard to call because there's so much flexibility with these heroes. It's going to come down to a preference kind of thing.
Yeah, for sure. Just like, I mean, that's why VP.Prodigy are just like banning out like strong. They're like looking like, what are you missing? It's like more team fight would definitely help them, right? They just want to chase us down with their vision.
Now, crazy thought. What about Venomancer? Is that a little too slow? Is it something Secret have played some in the past? Is that not the kind of team fight we're looking for?
I just don't think it's like that good here because like the way the fight happens where it's like Chrono and Egg and Arena, it's like if they hit their spells, like the Veno does nothing to stop you from actually hitting all those spells. And if they hit those spells, you lose the fight.
It's more like if you can build tanky, I guess, and get your ult off before you die, it just makes for the easy, the cleanup, your janitor morphling to come in. But I think you make a fair point.
I mean, they could just mid Viper and then the break would be pretty brutal. But
okay, they go for Zeus. And even this, it could be a core Zeus or it could be a support, right? We've seen Yapzor play Zeus before.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to lane this.
Yeah, they're completely flexible. Like, there's... The only thing that I would say is locked in is it is a support Spear Breaker, which, of course, would be just perfect if Zai now takes it. But that would be my guess. And, I mean, VP.Prodigy have an extremely well-rounded lineup, for sure. I mean, they're really heavy on the team fight. That is one problem. If you want to try and find something, like their objective pushing is pretty slow. Their roshing is really slow.
Yeah. They could definitely use a little more damage. Like something TA-esque kind of for them would feel really good. Yeah. If OD was a good hero, I would say OD actually looks kind of okay. Not against Zeus, but obviously against the Morphling. But someone ranged like that.
I think the only person I've seen bigger lately was Makoto.
Okay, but Pugna, that's a much better alternative.
Oh, Nisha takes the Zeus, so it is the Matu Morph.
So Matu Morphling, Nisha Zeus, and it is the Zai Slardar. Yapzor takes the Wind Ranger, and that means Puppy on the Spirit Breaker.
Oh man, that's a scary duo though. Slardar Wind Ranger. That's an old classic. Yes, the Warcraft / Warhammer Mars cosmetic that you guys will get to witness.
Oh,
it's just so chunky. Doesn't he look like he's in a Warcraft?
Yeah, he kind of does. He looks sort of like Rexar from Warcraft, actually.
It looks like he just got like ported in from Warcraft 3 and they like didn't even change the textures.
Yeah.
They just gave it a higher triangle count,
Nisha Zeus. Yeah, these lanes look pretty good for Secret. This is going to be a good game. I think there's merits to both drafts. Secret definitely in their comfort zone, so that is always a good thing for the big boys. The favorites, kind of no matter who they're up against right now. I think there's no doubt about it when you're talking Team Secret. They are kings of the castle, king of the hill.
Yeah, I would be a little worried about Matu's lane. I'm not sure how that's going to look. Like, what is the setup here for them? I don't think it's just going to be 2-1-2. Like, 5 Spirit Breaker. I guess if Puppy is just pulling creeps the entire time or something, maybe that's the play. But into Phoenix Mars seems
Matu will
not
just
doable.
Jungle early, and then they're going to do crazy 4+1 to make noise, and then he'll just farm in whatever lane is available. It'll be rough for 8 minutes, I'm going to say.
That's pretty bad, though. 8 minutes is a long time for a Morphling.
Well, when I say rough, he won't be free farming. He's still going to be getting some stuff, buddy.
He's Morphling,
he's Morphling, exactly.
You don't hit the spear, he's not going to die, pretty much. Even if he hit the spear, he might not die. Oh, my goodness.
But so much team fight on VP.Prodigy. And you could definitely see them take a couple of good mid-game 5v5s and make this pretty challenging for Secret to close out. We saw earlier how punishable the core Zeus can be. That was against a Spectre, so particularly bad, but still, very stationary. And they do have a lot of initiation, a lot of catch on VPP.
Prepare for battle.
Yeah. The cooldowns, and that is one thing, right? Like, what's the longest cooldown on Secret? I mean, Thunder God's Wrath, sure, but in terms of actual, like, initiating plays,
yeah, it's not much.
It's like charge. Max out. Oh, okay, hold on. Shackle's longer. Shackle is 10. Oh, no, charge is 11. Okay.
I mean, what's Corrosive Haze? That's got to be like, oh, that's 5.
Oh, that's a 5-seconder. Yeah, so not a lot. Our longest cooldown will be the Blink Dagger on Zai at 15 seconds.
Yeah. And waveform until it gets leveled up. So, yeah, this could totally be one of these Morphling games where he just goes, treads, drum, and Yasha, and fights at him.
Now, with the enemy heroes, do you think that Matu will be going Nectar this game? Is he going to pop off?
Will Matu go Nectar? I kind of think so. I think it's tempting to look at Morphling as a late-game hero, but you forget what this hero can do in a lane with a lot of chaos, and heroes like Spirit Breaker that can get in the front line, get people kind of low. Maybe you get a lucky bash. All of a sudden, you're waveforming in. You're adaptive striking.
If anyone was going to go Johnny Tsunami, it's Morphling. He is water. He's going to ride the wave, guys. He's going to hang 10, dude.
And we're all looking forward to his texture update. Morphling's one of the most classic Dota heroes. He was there for the original advertising art. It was like Morphling, Bloodseeker, and Drow. They are the iconic trio. And Lina. I guess the iconic quad.
It's a quartet.
Quartet, that's it. Thank you. I was spacing on the vocabulary. Nisha using the Mario taunt mid. Fantastic.
Excuse me, Mario is a proprietary intellectual property. That is just a simple bearded man jumping. But there just happens to be a gold coin above him. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's because he farms so much gold.
That's what it is. Nothing to do with any similarities whatsoever.
So Epileptic Kid, he's going to be doing okay for now. Slardar is this matchup that you talked about that's pretty rough. Now, having the Enchantress does help quite a bit, but he's not hitting creeps as much as he'd like to be. And this also gets harder. I think level 1 is when it's easiest for Void, because there's no Bastion of the Deep yet.
Yeah, true. That rune control,
Although I guess it's also rough for Matu. He's also got 2 last hits only right now. Big wave coming into the tower.
I mean, it's a 5 Spirit Breaker. Like, what can Puppy really do?
I'm curious how this is going to go. I think you are well put in your cynicism, sir.
All I can see him doing is pulling waves. Like, I don't see Matu necessarily dying just because it's Morphling and you can do a lot of annoying stuff. So that's what he can do. He runs and interrupts the pull and then charges. And they're still going to get some of those creeps. And now he doesn't have charge.
And bottom, Yapsor, that's going to be the first blood. Epileptic Kid. But, yeah, I think our observer looked away to find that kill. But, yeah, Spirit Breaker is sort of uniquely positioned to deal with these pulls from Phoenix because he can charge and pull the creeps away with that stun. It's a neat little play. We'll see if it's enough to actually save the lane, though.
Trying to bully Lil back now. I mean, this is good. Creating the 1v1 situations whenever he can. Lil still got some Fire Spirits wants to come annoy Matu. Yeah, no last hits for you.
IDC Lil. DPK. Look at that. They saved the bounty rune. That's a nice little play for your mid there, Trent. You ever do that in a pub game? Huh?
You ever trust someone enough with that? I don't think so.
Oh, I do. If they call for it, if my mid is bold enough to say, don't take the rune, I'm going to bottle it at 3 minutes, I say, all right, you're thinking.
Well, I mean,
you got a goddamn plan.
That's a guaranteed loss if you take that, because they're running down mid. No question.
But I appreciate that confidence, Hey, man, if you're thinking ahead, that's half the battle in Dota.
Oh my god, Matu, you're so low. This is so scary. All right, he's going to self.
Puppy chasing Lil as well up top. I guess that's one other benefit, like Spirit Breaker versus the Phoenix. Phoenix is pretty low armor. He'll charge up onto DM.
I was just like, yeah, I don't really want a part of this, man. Like,
I mean, Matsu's 8-1. This is not going well. So far you've called this lane right. We're coming up on 4 minutes. It's disastrous for the Morphling.
The only thing is they didn't get a block off, though. Matsu didn't, or Puppy didn't go for the pull. What is Puppy doing? He wants to try and create a play onto Lil. It's gonna work. Nisha's coming. No, they can't get him in time.
I think it's tough without the Orb of Venom. And if you're a 5 Spirit Breaker, maybe it's not worth investing in, but I guess the boots give you a pretty sizable movement speed advantage for now. And Yapzor, he's going to claim a bounty. Finds the kill onto the Enchantress.
Yeah,
was that an intentional suicide? Or was she diving for a kill? I missed that setup.
I'm just too invested in Tom.
No, I was as well.
Yeah, she was suicide to the tower by the looks of it.
I mean, Top's a big deal because you look at this secret lineup, and you know this game is going to come down to Morphling at a certain point. So there is a lot of pressure on Matsu. At some point, he will have to pick this up and put it on his back. So
he took 1,000 damage from tower, by the way. Oh, yeah.
Okay. So being doubled up in terms of CS by Epileptic Kid at 5 minutes, definitely not where Matsu wants to be. And look at this. They're going to dive in deep, find the bounty runes. Nisha will secure the back line. So that will be a 1-for-3 bounty exchange, I believe. One still standing on the Radiant safe spot.
Yeah, GBK has his bottle, so he can head there whenever. Man, Matsu is doing quite well, I have to say, considering. I'm very surprised he gets this much.
It's getting better.
More.
The Puppet Master here, he's going to get brought down, but he is making space.
I mean, those deaths like actually don't matter. When it's not first blood and they're just killing you, if it gives your Morphling an equal amount of farm, then that's worth it. Like, if he's not doing that and they're both just sitting here on this wave, that's a problem.
Yeah, totally. Remember what I said, Trent? 8 minutes.
8 minutes, then it's all good.
Then he'll go to the jungle, it'll be all good. Because he'll have a Morbid Mask. Well, okay, he's going to have his treads. Whatever. He'll have something. Invis Rune here at 6 minutes. And we'll get picked up by Ench. Denied, basically.
Wait, what just happened?
Although,
Puppy just TP'd mid, but Nisha's bottle didn't get filled. Oh, it was still in his backpack or something.
Oh, they
That's
biffed
unfortunate.
it. Oh, that sucks.
That's like one of the best parts about the 5 Spirit Breakers, that the ability to do that and then just still go right back to your lane.
And Puppy, this is classic Spirit Breaker right here.
What
Charges
just
in onto Lil. He charged deep, and GPK made the rotation, and then...
I guess his escape is free if GPK is not there.
Free is a word, yeah. Down bottom, the Wind Ranger Arcana standing out in terms of particles.
That was nice though, right? With the ability or combination of the raindrops and the time walk, he like doesn't take any damage from that.
Charge. They have enough here. Zai actually taking a lot of damage. They turn onto the Ench. Gives her a bash to the deep and then slithers away. Zai knowing his limits pretty well. There is a Chronosphere.
He's so smart though because he can't time walk onto Zai or he dies. So Zai, even though he was only like 200 HP, can still play that close just with those like few wand charges.
Yeah. Power of the Slardar. I think Secret almost hoping that he does use a Chrono there defensively just to live. Then they can really pressure him. But Epileptic Kid doesn't fall for it. Instead, mid lane, GPK pressuring this tower. The chip play. This time Puppy cancels it, not going to get caught.
The aim is 6 here though, and Matsu is still just standing here at 200 HP. He has the soul ring, so he's ready to pop this at any second.
Yeah. Net worth still rough, about a 50% lead right now for the Void.
Matsu's just like, guys, don't watch, please.
Look away. Epileptic Kid. Chronosphere. Okay, and he's not going to have an Ench, but might get Yapzor with GPK. Won't even need the Chrono. 1 for 1.
That? Oh,
okay.
GPK actually got the kill, huh?
He sure did.
Epileptic Kid got it.
Well,
unfortunate.
The mid still is relatively even because Nisha did get that kill on save with his ultimate, so he's doing a good job working the jungle. We saw before, this is the farming Zeus build, right? You max out Arc Lightning, you utilize the jungle, you stack this. He's got a double right here.
Yeah, this is just the Zeus life in general now, too. It's just like,
yeah,
if Arc Lightning is the way to go.
And these camps are so close that you get extra value out of it because it kills both camps at once when you pull them together.
Yeah, any mid that can abuse those two camps is really strong Dire side. You don't really have the same thing anywhere on the Radiant. It's not anywhere useful.
Not where you can use the Arc Lightning like that. Now Zai, he's going to be in a little bit of trouble perhaps. Has a stun. Epileptic Kid pops the ulti this time. Gets a bash first hit. You're done. Zai gets put to rest.
And he gets a ward with 136 too. There you go. Well, actually, he probably doesn't get it because that's actually bugged. Doesn't actually go to the void. Goes whoever placed the sentry.
Is that
Don't
a bug?
Trust the left-hand side.
You can't trust it though.
Maybe it was his. Let me see. It was not. It was saves.
You share the XP though. Or maybe Void gets all the XP if you kill it like that. Saves far away. That I'm not sure.
I think it's just local. As they start moving in here.
Yep.
Charged up.
Some follow-up from Nisha. Big time burst, but Nature's Attendants come out. Now Puppy getting turned on.
Wrath. 1 second.
Oh, Puppy actually lives. Lil low. They're going to save the Thunder Gods. No, they're not. Nisha grabs it. Says, Zai, you deserve this, but I'm going to take it.
Yeah, I mean, it's too risky to try and pop it for the Ench, too, because you don't really know how much she's healed with the vision on her.
Yep. Epileptic Kid.
Dire's middle tower
nice TP.
Hey, Mango trade mid, eh?
Sure did.
Ever worth? I mean, I guess it's
I know how much this
worth.
bothers you. You want mangoes all game, and this is, you know, all in on not getting ganked in the mid.
All I'm saying, if I was this Mars player, I'd be like, guys, can't I just have, like, permanent mangoes? Like, please.
Bottom tower is under attack.
No, you gotta go for this big Yules. You could replace that Quelling Blade with mangoes at some point.
It's a judgment call for sure.
The real question is, how many times will it save your mid? If it saves your mid tower for an extra, like, 4 minutes, it's worth.
Yeah, that's a good assessment. And here we're seeing Matsu. He's making the movement wherever he can find farm. They get that tier 1 down bottom. They'll trade towers, and Morph does have that Morbid Mass coming out. So I said 8 minutes. I was optimistic. It's 11 minutes. But this is where the recovery begins. However, we got all 3 cores of VP.Prodigy farming very well. The Void, he's gone for Midas, first item with his brown boots. Void loves extra attack speed, and of course when you're ahead like this, it's a great accelerator.
Oh, Poppy's he's rolling the dice. He needed like 2 more. That would be very ambitious.
Gotta practice those dice throws.
Apparently. He's pretty far behind, man. Like just at level 5.
Yeah, he's playing very sacrificial. Lil gonna walk right into it. Secret set the trap and stunned from full to 0. They even take one of his infused raindrop charges. Mid now. I'll be playing with fire here. EPK gonna burst him down.
Arena's down, guys.
Oh, look at Zai. He picks up the regen rune and slithers away. Crafty.
Every pub ever.
Seriously.
Yeah, it's okay, guys. It's okay. They used Arena. Guys, they used Arena. It's fine.
He wasted his ult, killing a 5. Meanwhile, the Mars is like, free kill, guys. This is awesome.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have this
up and
Yules
go
in no
kill
time.
them, even though I have no ult.
I mean, as we talked about, the triple bubble, you still have Phoenix Egg and Chrono. They're like, you know what?
The smoke's gonna
Let's see
pop.
what we can do. Are we
Like,
gonna hit
wait a
Yapsor? Hey, Lil, he finds him in the trees, gets shackled, but DM coming in, arrow. That's not an arrow, it's a spear. But either way, it stops the teleportation.
The next cosmetic. We need like Olympian Mars, a javelin, like a real classic one. Now we're talking.
Oh man,
it's too thematic. It fits too well. You're welcome, cosmetic makers.
This Morphling seems about on par with that. He's got this nice golden sash. It's very godlike. Matsu looks like he wants the E-Blade first item.
Can't even picture default Mars. He's got like a warrior thing going on. He needs a toga. Does he have a toga set yet?
I think his default is a toga, big dog.
Well, no, he's got a big armor set on though. I'm talking like just straight up toga. You know, get rid of the belly plate and the girdle.
You want like a BSJ level toga, just straight up.
Oh well, not quite that handsome. That's a little distracting.
Okay.
You know, slightly less appealing.
Yeah, you got to make him a little more war torn than that.
Yeah.
I don't think BSJ's hands have known much physical labor.
Ivory Tower BSJ.
VPP smoked up.
In.
Yep, he breaks the smoke kind of, but there is another Mars arena.
Oh,
the bubble
sick.
comes down, catches Nisha. Puppy is going to fall off to the side, and Nisha, no hope as he gets bashed in the Sunray. A nice 2-0 in favor of VPP.
Did he have vision there? I couldn't even tell.
Boom. The Void?
Epileptic Kid, when he made that jump. He just like saw where Puppy was, and I'm not sure like how much vision he had that it was just Zeus, but that was a really nice jump. I like that a lot. Because the way Puppy plays, it's very likely someone's going to be there that he's covering.
Oh,
right?
spear on the Matu. Sunray, but he is morphing here. Uh-oh. Like he'll make it out, turns into the Phoenix to get the Icarus dive, and Yapsar
coming back.
Brought down by save. Charge from Puppy. They want this. There's still a Phoenix egg on Lil. This seems a little risque.
Puppy? Puppy?
He did not cancel this. They want to use the global presence, and they don't have enough.
What on earth is happening?
They did not do the math on that one, and now Zai, he's going to get left behind. He's slowed into oblivion.
What just happened?
Disarmed and dead.
What?
Well, you see, Trent, they thought they could kill Phoenix with the Nether Strike and the Thunder God's Wrath. However,
was it the raindrop?
It was insufficient. It was the stick.
And the raindrops, I guess. I mean, he still has two. That was so unnecessary.
It was bold.
And then Zai gets caught up in it too. They've got to be giggling right now. That was some real clown shoes Dota right there. They only have 4 kills with a Wind Ranger, Spirit Breaker, Zeus, Slardar lineup. I think that they're in trouble.
Do you think after that death, Matu was like, guys, I stole Phoenix and Icarus dived out. I was going to live. Like, that was the part that seemed so unnecessary. Like, yeah, back up the morph. They couldn't find the kills. They get out. Cool. I'm with you. I don't know how to interpret that sequence of events. And meanwhile, in Faceless Void Land, we've got an SNY coming. The Midas has been hard at work. He's now level 12. Him and Pugna are the highest in the game, though not too far ahead. The Zeus and Morphling also both level 12. Maybe once Matu gets the E-Blade, he's not that far away, 1,600 gold.
Man.
They'll be able to set up some kills. Yeah, they get
Lil
up
That's what I'm talking about, though. Only having like 5 kills at this point, like. I'm sure they're going to get more once the Blink comes out, but the pick-off potential is just terrifying from these heroes.
And here's the other thing, Trent. Nisha's gone for the BOT's Aether Lens build, so he had enough time to farm that he got away with this greedy opener. So the Zeus will be able to maintain some momentum here. He's not going to fall that far behind.
They also don't really have an aura builder on VP.Prodigy either.
Isn't Mars an aura guy? No?
I mean, kind of, but like, I just mean like an early aura builder, right? Like, he has requirements first.
He ain't no Underlord.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, if they wanted to, like, push towers right now, they can't necessarily. Although, they have a Dagon nearly done on GPK.
That's certainly
One click
something.
and Dagon with Decrep. I love this new build-up on this item, by the way. The 3, like, tread parts.
Oh, yeah. It's
into
so
the
weird.
recipe. Oh, nice.
Now
glimmer.
Matu, to bump right into him. They should have enough here with the Chronosphere. No, he gets pushed out.
Oh,
He actually
no,
lives.
He lives.
He actually lives.
Oh.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Wow.
Okay, now was he in the chrono and then the wall ruined it, or what just happened there?
We're going to have to get the instant replay here. They did smoke up from Secret, so they might look for another fight. It looked like the wall was what pushed him out of the chrono, I think.
Did the double bubble betray them? The bubble hath burst?
In that specific scenario, yes.
That is what it looked like. It looked like he couldn't occupy both parts of the Venn diagram. Now they jump on the Epileptic Kid, but they do not have the chain stun.
Okay. Good start from Zai. But
They're
not
going for the
enough.
second round with the charge, though.
Hey, Void's still here. They want more.
Another
Comes
time,
the
Puppy.
Phoenix, though. Lil gets blown up, and they've got the damage. On the other side, Puppy speared back. Zai, he's using the Blink Dagger, jumps in on a GPK. It's a DM that's going to be left behind. Another bash comes through. It's another strike, rather. And they'll bring down two. So Secret with a quick counterplay, trying to seize the opportunity with both those big ultis down, the Mars Arena and the Void ult.
And what's scary is they don't need much, right? Like for this this Morphling to start becoming the hero, because they don't really have the best like anti-Morphling heroes necessarily. I mean, they have the Chroma, which of course if you catch it with the Morph is amazing, but that's also generally pretty difficult to do. The Pugna isn't so far ahead that he's like completely blowing up your Morphling or anything like that. So there is going to be an E-Blade window here to combo with all this other gank potential. Once the E-Blade's there, they essentially have 5 like nukers on their side, right? With Thunder God's Wrath.
That is true. Looks like Void is going to do some sort of variation of the God King build. SNY, Manta, and we'll see if he gets Halberd. What's he going to do with that Sanj? Interesting. Manta first item, huh? Well, I guess second item, really.
Dire are scanning.
I don't know. Things starting to level out a bit. It's only a 2K net worth lead, and I think Secret relatively happy with how they've maintained the last 5-10 minutes of this game. 20 minutes, about to turn. Puppy in the mid lane, starting a fight, a little bit low, but does survive. Chrono still on cooldown for 10. Double damage,
Can't
though.
get a bash.
Whew. They still get Puppy.
That was so many hits, though.
This is a scary moment, though, Trent. Chrono up in a few seconds. The double
with the
damage
DD.
gets popped. Here's the setup, looking for more, but they'll jump right onto the Slardar, thanks to the Mars Arena. And
Yeah,
they
they
ping
Roche.
out Roche. Yeah. And now pretty hard for Secret to even think about contesting this. Don't really want to fight into the Chrono, and with the DD, it's going to give them a minuscule window to react, and I think it's already expired.
Zai's had like 2 really painful deaths this game. The one down bottom when he tried to make that play after Puppy dove in, and then that one in the mid lane that gives up the Roche, because like he's trying to get this BKB because this game just changes completely. The freedom that it's going to give him to follow up on what Puppy does, as well as like he's essentially the chaos that creates moments for Shackles, and then for Nimbus, and then for the Morphling to waveform through and throw out the E-Blade. It's all predicated on what Zai can do as that like secondary initiator after Puppy, or sometimes even the initial initiation from Zai. And the BKB is just like insane this game.
Yeah, absolutely.
He needs it so bad versus everything but Chrono.
And here's the jump up top. They're going to find Puppy again. But this is 5 heroes, so not a death that you should feel too bad about. It is some space creation.
And this is where the Pugna comes into play. Because we talk about like what was missing in the draft, right? Like maybe like first initiation is a little bit rough. That's why Epileptic's been basically just like jumping and chronoing. But now that DM has the Euls, it's like a little bit better. But the tower pressure was the other thing that they were missing out on. And GBK just means 1 kill is a tower gone.
Tier 2 up top falls. Zeus did stop off for that Euls, and now about halfway to the Aghanims. So more progress being made. Misha farming so fast this game. Really putting those BOTs to good use. And now the Void, he's got this Manta with the Sanj on the side. Aegis also in the hands of Pugna right now, who's gone for the level 2 Dagon. Looks like he's just going to go level 5 Dagon straight up. He wants the big burst to try to deal with this Morphling.
Yapsor.
They find him, and Yapsor will fall. The laser.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
It's fun when you can buy Dagon as a legitimate
It really
build.
is.
You know, like Pugna, Puck, Nyx, couple of heroes. It's like, yeah, good choice. Yeah, good call, man.
Half a decade ago when Dagon every game on Nyx, he had a Dagon cosmetic for his tail. It was so popular.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's maybe the only hero I've ever played where I've gotten flamed in pubs for not buying Dagon. Again, years ago. It's showing my age, but it was really that prolific. Noob Nix
Zai?
doesn't even
I mean, how
buy
much
tag.
HP is this? 1340. All right, let's see. One. Right click, right click. Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm out.
Laser,
Yules.
Yules. Uh-oh. Good night, Zai.
Radiant's
Slardar
bottom
down
tower
again.
is under attack.
But this is kind of space.
Jeez, I didn't notice he had a nether shell too. Oh my god, he does so much damage with that take on.
Extra 8%.
He currently does 666 with it,
Radiant's
even without
middle
decrep.
tower is
How
under
are you
attack.
feeling about the state of this game? I still feel like Secret are holding kind of steady. Yeah, it's a little scary. Yes, VPP have the lead right now. They've got Aegis, but Secret are just feeding these little one-off singleton kills that don't feel like they're really amounting to that much. Am I crazy? Am I being biased here because Secret's on such a hot streak that... Like, look at this right here. Puppy's still alive. He's slowly baiting this in. Now the Mars Arena comes out. There's this little fight going on down bottom. Wind Ranger is going to die, so they lose 2.
And they still have Chrono and Aegis.
I guess, yeah.
But
how
they have...
It's just like Secret are maybe going to be able to time out this Aegis and not have to deal with a high ground defense. Against a Pugna, that feels like a little bit of a victory, no?
I guess, but it's also first Aegis, and they took 2 towers with it too. Top and mid tier too, right?
Yeah, yeah. Void is going to go
like
Scotty.
All
That's
you
a-
need with it.
That's a cool item.
Yeah, it's very good versus the Morph.
What does Dota Plus think?
Dire's
65-35
bottom
in
tower is
favor of Virtus.Prodigy. So,
I might give it like 75, but that's close enough.
all right.
Because it is, as you said, it's one of those situations where it can still get turned around, but I mean there's
like-
the pick-off potential of just a simple Yules. Like, when does anyone not die to that on this team?
Yeah, but do you see
Actually, never.
where Zai died, though? I mean, that is such an aggro spot to be in. It's keeping VPP on their side of the map, and they are farming faster, so this isn't good for Secret, but I
mean, you
still
don't
feel like it's
actually
the lesser of
get
two
gold
evils.
from deaths, though, so, like, he needs a BKB.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
I have
there
no
goes the
disagreement
Absol.
there.
Oh my god, you see that?
That's a dumb amount of damage. He's actually still going to
living.
live, though.
Oh, DM went for it. He jumped in. Oh, this might cost DM his life. The greed.
Zeus does a lot of damage. Matu's here also. They get the stun. They'll need a little more damage. Phoenix Egg comes out, and Nisha's dead.
Dire's turret has been
All right, now Puppy, he's going to get blown up. They're dropping like flies. Yeah, you might have been right here, Trent. It wouldn't be the first time that you were right and I went left.
Gotcha there.
One
Yeah,
outer
the,
tower
E-Blade.
remains.
scanning.
Not quite enough to finish off DM despite that aggressive dive there. That was a bit risky. That's one of those things that
Yes.
maybe could have got turned around on you, but just going for that
Dire's
like kill
bottom
onto
tower
Yapsor that
is under
doesn't
attack.
really matter.
Radiant's middle
But he wanted the
tower is
swag
under
play.
attack.
But yeah, they actually all die to Yule's spear. I mean, I guess they have the Nimbus. That's like kind of a counterplay.
He's got it
Maybe
now.
it'll save someone globally.
He's got the Nimbus. So it is starting to get a little out of hand. 9K net worth, soon to be 10, 22-7. Epileptic
They got
Kid
Matu up here.
closing in on this next big item. And yeah, this Morphling's low on mana also. Stunned up. There's the Chrono. Do they have the damage here? A bash. Matu, he's shifting. Waveform. It's a little bit close, but the hasted up Epileptic Kid's going to make this so hard. They've got the arena, a spear. He's out of mana. No more shifting here. Now back towards the Roche pit. They do get saved.
Let your guard down.
Radiant's
What a
middle
man.
tower
Potential-
is under attack.
Double stand-in
Radiant
victory in game
structures
one
are
here.
fortified.
Pretty impressive.
I mean, there's potential, yeah. At least Secret find a counter kill. I mean, I'm really scraping here. That's rough to see the Morphling go down like that. Though, if he had more mana, he might have been able to live. He still had more
Radiant's
strength to
middle tower
gain.
is under
Oh,
attack.
that was nice.
Bottom
That's
lane
the
now.
save.
Maybe the turn onto Phoenix. They get the bash. They need some more stuns. No, the egg is there, but I think they can bring it down. They've got enough heroes, and it's off. Visha does end up falling, though. DM very low. Shackle shot does connect, but it doesn't stop Epileptic Kid. It's a 1 for 2. Morphling's still dead from the fight before. In the back, Zai, he's going to dive. He goes in onto DM, but Yule Scepter, and now is Zai going to pay for this? He gets speared into the tree line. GPK is here, and Zai gets zapped.
They're all just getting bug zapped down. 816 damage when he has the decry. He's at 907 to Zai there. Oh, man, that thing is brutal.
Yep. Another victory for Prodigy.
That was a pretty good bait attempt, though, down bottom, right? They had everyone set up in the tree line. They timed the Nimbus so that he didn't get off the combo with the spear when the Absol came down from the Yules. But all that Prodigy are waiting for is Roche. And it's a medium timer. It's 2 minutes. So just over the halfway.
And despite Secret having Slardar, it seems like a tall order for them to really contest the Roche pit in like a 5v5 scenario. VP.Prodigy.
Yeah, 5v5 they can't, but they could sneak it because, as you said, they have Slardar. They could do that within like 15 seconds probably if Matu is there with
the Wind Ranger too. That ult is significant.
That's actually, if they could get pressure bottom lane, or like if they could bait them into trying to kill Yapsor, that would actually be a worth it play to steal that Aegis away. Because the Pugna really wants the Aegis to just sit up front and kill towers.
Yep, I'm pretty in on that. I think sneaking a Roche would be big.
That's why Yapsor, I think, is still down bottom. They actually catch him at the outpost.
Epileptic Kid, this is bold. Manta's away. Out comes the Chrono, and now they kill Matu. Egg is going to go off. We'll see if it stuns much. Doesn't look like it. Puppy low. Try to make it away, but not going to be so lucky. He'll fall alongside his good buddy Zai, and that's 3 down. 3 for nil. Side of Secret.
Yeah, I was almost expecting the GG there, frankly.
Yeah, maybe not quite yet, but it's looking rough. I don't think we've seen that true 5v5 out of Secret, though. That opportunity down bottom looked good, but then we remember that the Morphling was dead before that fight started. That little skirmish up top there, no Zeus.
They can't 5v5.
They can't.
5v5 is not an option.
I mean, I don't think they'll tap out before like an opportunity to defend the high ground as a group. That'll be the ultimate test for Prodigy.
I
mean, didn't they open Void Phoenix?
Correct.
Tower is under attack.
I guess it's like...
It was third pick Inch.
It's a very interesting draft situation because...
See ya, Yapsor?
They just zap him down again. They open Void Phoenix, so you know they're probably going to have the teamfight edge. And they never tried to counter the teamfight edge. They went all in on the pickoff, but they didn't necessarily get, like, pickoff and wave clear. Like, they kind of did with, like, the bot Zeus to, like, help out in terms of, like, the global presence. It definitely makes the pickoff better, but I don't think his wave clear is fast enough to make that work necessarily. So when they didn't get enough pickoffs early to like keep the game even or even give themselves an edge, the game just put them on the back foot the entire time, where they're always just like struggling to keep up.
I think it was a great choice for the Void to buy a farming tool this game, like the Midas. It's allowed him to get ahead and stay ahead, and now the gap between him and the Morphling is insane. We'll see the Enchantress low, double heal, Nether Strike.
She's a Nimbus!
Still alive. Oh my god, now the Morphling comes in. She's still alive. They turn on the Puppy instead. They'll be the first casualty. Now Matu, he's going to be on the back foot. Turns into Void. Time walk away. Zai, now he's the one left behind. His Phoenix Egg goes off, and Mars finishes him down.
Man.
Into Roche.
They really respected the Spearbreaker this draft, too. But they picked heroes that Spearbreaker is just awful versus. I mean, this was first overall Spearbreaker.
Yes.
Right? It was like the very first pick of the draft, and it sacked the lane top because he's just not a 5 that can really do a whole lot. Or at least he can't salvage a extremely strong dual lane. Aegis, maybe? GPK? Yeah, okay. Somebody get in there. And they just picked 5 heroes that he can't really kill.
Yeah.
I mean, they just all have a way to like increase that gap after the initial charge.
You were pretty rightfully skeptical about this. It's like, what does the Spirit Breaker do in lane as a 5? Not that much. What does he do in the mid game as a 5? Not that much. And here at 33 minutes, it's tough. Even just against these heroes, we'll see a little fight break out down bottom, but Nisha Stunned up, silenced, done.
Yapstar gave him what he could. He just got out.
Matu TP's home,
Where are you
as
going?
does Yappy.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Up to 20K net worth lead now. Where's Prodigy? Secret bettors sweating right now, Trent. I took a peek at the odds at the beginning of this game, and I think it was 1.0 something for Team Secret. So,
That's not worth.
oh, there you go, the pop-up. Betway, 6.5 to 1.08 for the odds on this, Trent.
1.08.
So, rip.
It's a lock, Jerry. It's a lock.
It's a lock. We'll see. It's not over yet, Trent. It's not over yet. What does Dota Plus say? 92%. 92% over, and now high ground we go.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Tier 3 glyphed up. And Secret, they're not even really mounting a defense. They do have a safety tower down bottom. That's a tier 2
Dire's
standing.
middle barracks are under attack.
But they're going to sack the mid, take another wave of creeps, I guess, for their Slardar up top. Zai says, guys, if I can just get the BKB, you don't understand.
The guys have been working on for so
Radiant's
long.
top
I
tower
can
is
feel
under
this
attack.
pain. I've been this ladder so many times.
Look at this,
Dire's middle
VPP,
barracks
they
are
back
under
up.
attack.
Maybe a little nervous about a backstab or some sort of a trap. They leave the range barracks standing and let the illusions go to work on it. And they'll go for this tier 2 instead. I'm ready to see this final
Closer.
hold.
Lil's getting the hammer.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
This is where it can
he's
get
probably got
dicey,
the bounty
though.
room.
Yeah, they're split up, and they'll burn the arena onto Puppy. That's 60-second cooldown, Trent. Wasted again.
Wow, yeah, big waste. Wouldn't you believe it? Just for the 5.
But
I mean,
hey,
by
you
the
know.
time he gets the high ground, it might be like 15 seconds away.
Okay, there's the BKB on Slardar. This is Zai's fight. And, ooh, Matu, he's in similar territory.
This is one of the richer Pugnas that I've seen.
Oh, yeah. This has been a
Be,
great
like,
Pugna
ahead of the
showing.
entire enemy team at
You know,
35
GPK
minutes.
hasn't died yet, right? 16-0-9.
Oh, there you go. That's the comeback, is it? All right, who needs the kill?
Morphling, dog.
That's a BKB if he gets that kill.
Dire's middle
Yeah.
barracks has fallen.
Now, this has been an absolutely fantastic showing from GPK.
What is going on with the CIS squads today, huh?
Topsy-turvy. Classic Dota pit.
Dire's bottom tower is
Uh-oh,
under
Nisha
attack.
up top. Are they going to find him? Are they going to find him? TP. Oh!
Have we entered a new era of the CIS Power Ranger stacks? Of,
I don't
like,
know.
Destroying any and all of the literally the best team in the world quivers in fear at the Power Ranger upset
Yeah,
squad.
but leave it to Dota pit
Powered
to be
by J4 Shoshlo.
the first tournament that has 2 upsets in that Enigma Secret Series that opened the whole event. I mean, how many Dota pits have we been to where some major game-changing patch drops like 2 days before the tournament starts? It's been half their minors or something. It's absolutely insane. I think Dota pit has the best RNG with invents and patches making
Yeah, they got someone on the inside.
making your shit like just extra mega hype because people just want to see what happens on the new patch. There was one miner in particular, I think, saved by that. Quality of the teams was completely made up for by new patch. Now DM gonna get caught.
That is their first kill in a while.
Yep. Look at that.
That's a 3x
550
kill
gold for
streak.
Nisha, buddy. They're all on
Yeah.
streaks.
I don't even remember when someone died. I guess they got to kill bottom on the Phoenix. That was like the last kill, right? I feel like.
I think so.
It was so long ago.
All right, Void has the Scotty, and he has the Halberd.
Dude, that was like 10 minutes ago or something. It was like, okay, it was like 6 minutes ago.
Void also has an MKB, but here you go. The fight mid with no Mars. This is about as good as it's going to get. Zai does pop the BKB. He's zoning the whole back line. Secret
No
need to get in
Aegis.
here. They will go in onto the Phoenix
my God.
egg, but they can't finish
Oh,
it off.
jeez.
Epileptic Kitty actually lives. He gets off the chrono. We'll start to go on to Yapsor, but that's the dual scepter to stop it. Still finds the kill, but now Zai's gone down. It's not looking like this great fight after all. Matu jumps in with the BKB. Epileptic Kid low. Time walk up in 2. It's not going to be enough.
It's working. It saved him.
Now Matu, no BKB. He's on the run. He's getting zapped down. He's dead. That's 3 sidelined with no buyback on the side of Secret. So close, yet so far.
Yeah, they would have needed quite a few of those, but still impressive nonetheless. I think they've done it, guys. This one's... they're cooked.
6.5 return, Trent.
The value.
And they do it. There's the Hex onto Puppy. Oh, God, run! Spirit Cow
That's
lives.
strange, man. He still has the Nether Shawl on it. 38 minutes, by the way.
I mean, is there something better for Pugna? I don't
No,
know.
there's really not.
I don't think so.
I mean, they've gotten Minotaur Hordes and Illusion Caves. So you look at all these other neutral apes, it's like, no, there's nothing better for a Pugna.
But why are Virtus Pro backing up here? Why not just finish the barracks? I guess they're being cautious without Chrono. No egg.
There was outpost behind them, so they want to guarantee they get it at 40 as well as they don't get TP'd on.
Okay, so
there's still weird angle stuff like BKB on the Slarder and Spirit Breaker charges.
all right. I mean, they're very far ahead, but I guess it is Team Secret, so you are respecting that 3% potential turnaround. You know, you don't want to play cocky
I almost
here.
lost that Blabberdick in that last fight, too. It was close.
Living life on the edge. We've got the quickening charm on Zeus. That's nice. And up top.
Did you see that? The dive away Meteor Hammer. It's gonna work. It killed him.
Wow. Meteor Hammer.
All right, that was dirty.
This item is dumb good on Phoenix, though. I think one of the absolute best.
Oh, here we go. Ready? Oh, he doesn't have the dive.
That
That fish is too fast.
Uh-oh.
Enemy
BKB.
heroes.
Nope. Stunned up right away. Blasted. BKB ain't going to save you from that. Whew.
Oh, man.
Man.
He's so stacked on this void right now. He's terrifying.
Well, Puppy's about to buy a 40-minute drums. Thoughts on this, Trent?
Something for the team fight. It's a good choice. Just spend all your gold. I mean,
Is
couldn't afford Vlad's.
Is Vlad's that
buyback.
much more expensive than Drum?
I think considering the buyback.
Okay. All right,
Drum's 14, yeah. I think he would have lost buyback if he bought Vlad's.
Okay.
Dire's middle tower is
In on the
under
Void. Meteor Hammer. There is a
attack.
glyph.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Secret. They'll use it.
Dire's top
And
barracks
All right,
this
they
is
got
everything
refresher.
available.
Get the bongos, puppy. Play him out.
Satanic and Arcane Rune on Faceless Void. This is tough. Matu
He
almost
almost
gets
got it
juiced.
with no buyback. That was so close.
That was a tightener right there.
Dire's top barracks has fallen.
That'll wake you up.
He actually, after doing that, he just put in the Shaco. He took his one go with the shawl still with the bonus damage, and it was like, okay, fine.
Oh,
I'll just take 1,000
Radiant
HP.
are scanning.
The Illusionist Cape on Void. So good.
Yeah.
All right, Secret in Hail Mary territory here. Smoke up now. Chronosphere available. Looking for the jump. Secret also smoked up. EM has to BKB. Puppy in the back line, breaking this up. This could be good for Secret. They stop the combo. Yapsor taking pretty good damage. The Chrono only hits the Wind Ranger, Yapsor. Puppy, he's low, somehow still alive. Phoenix Egg goes off and does stop Zai, and they'll still lose 3. Okay, well, not good, but they do force out most of the big ultimates, and now they'll go in on the DM. That's a kill.
Man.
But
Get the hammer
Zeus,
on him.
low, and Matu gonna be hard-pressed to survive, but he does get off a time walk after a nice morph. Puppy low here, and he'll go down. That's a dieback for him. No buyback on Zai or Yapsor, and that's the GG.
Yeah,
Virtus
he dropped the
Prodigy
brands
closes
first, and then the keys soon to follow. That was straight domination. Very similar to game 1 of Nigma versus Na'Vi, where you just have a strategy that is very clearly supposed to do one thing. And like Nigma obviously went a lot better. They first like 20 minutes or so was like largely following their strategical plan. But then it fell apart. And similar stuff for Secret, where they just didn't quite get off the ground at all this time. Yeah.
I'm a little stunned. And I mean, that was one of the best Pugna picks we've seen. Both Epileptic Kid and GPK went down.